Hey guys, I am Aaliyah and this is my channel. But anyways, for those of you who do know me and for those of you who are subscribed and for those of you who are not subscribed but you are watching this, I am back with another video. And by the title, I'm pretty sure you could already tell what I'm doing or whatever. And I'm just here today to give some advice to my upcoming freshmen or whatever, because I feel like my freshman year, it was hard, but I kind of had too much fun. Like, I did too much my freshman year, so I feel like I want to share some advice to my freshmen and to anybody else too, because this is just not for my freshmen, but I feel like for the freshmen who are coming into high school, you really should know these tips, and maybe these tips can help you out. I wrote something down or whatever because the iPad I was going to use, it died, so I just wrote them down. But I'm not going to ramble too much. I'm just going to get into the video. So, my first tip would be to get your rest. When I was a freshman, I kind of messed that up a lot for me because I would stay on my phone all night. Like, I would be on the phone, I would be on Snapchat, I would be on Instagram, and I would not be worried about going to sleep. Like, going to sleep was not in my vocabulary. And I'm pretty sure that's with anybody else who kind of experienced that too, because it's just like, going to sleep, what I gotta go to sleep for? It was just school. Like, at one point I would not get no rest until like the last little bit of school. I started taking it seriously. So get your rest, because it helps and it does count, because you will be grumpy. Like, you will be grumpy. And I'm always like, I'm a morning person, but I was very grumpy like in the mornings, but it went away throughout the day or whatever, but I was still grumpy. My second one is find some solid friends or a solid friends. My freshman year, I had like a group of friends who I was close to, but now that I'm in 11th grade, I'm a junior now, I don't have those friends and I'm not as close to them anymore. So find some friends that you feel like will have your back. Like, not saying they didn't have my back and stuff, but it's just you outgrow some things and you live and you learn from some stuff. So we're all still young or whatever, and we still have some growing room, but I still have like a few of those friends who I'm close to. But I really have like one close friend, and she probably already know who she is when she's watching this, but I really have one close friend who I'm really close to, and I share everything with her and I talk to her about everything, and she's basically my sister or whatever. But I can just say, like, you'll realize who your real friends are throughout high school, and I really did. Like, you'll realize who really has your back when things get tough, and who you can call when you're crying and stuff like that. So that's one thing that's very key. My third one is study. Okay, so I had environmental science, which was my worst subject ever. Earth and environmental science, I think. Yeah. And my teacher, he wasn't a bad teacher, but like me, I didn't understand his learning style. Like, he would get up and teach one day, and then the next day he'll be like on his phone or just doing stuff. And even like during like some of our big tests, he would be asleep. So like, I still couldn't cheat, because it's not in me to cheat. Like, sometimes it is in me. It's in all of us. It's in all of us to cheat, because that's your instinct. Like, you don't know something, so you feel like, oh, I'm about to cheat. Like, oh, I can get it if I cheat. So that's like, I really struggled with that. So, and I didn't study at all. I'm going to be honest. Like, for that class, I did not study. But for any other class, I would do good. But for that class, I didn't study. So studying is key, because it helps you remember. Don't cram. I know sometimes it feels like you got to cram when you didn't study. Like me, I used to cram. Like, when I used to be on the bus in the morning, I would cram like everything into my brain. And then I would take my earth and environmental test and I'll forget everything. So don't do it. It's not gonna help at all. The fourth one is time management. Back to like the studying thing, using your time and like using it wisely, it will really help you. Like, my world history class, I kind of had a lot of work packed on me in 9th grade from that class, and my earth and environmental class. Not so much math, because math, we did everything like in the class, and it was like, if you didn't do it that day, you do it at home, because you really didn't have no excuse to do your work at home in math, because my math teacher was awesome. Like, she was awesome. So But yeah, my world history class and my earth and environmental class, I had a lot. So I had to like manage my time. Like, do I want to be on my phone at this time or should I be studying? Like, you always have to juggle the two. And when it's stuff like that where you have work packed on you, you should be studying and using your time wisely. And like, even if you have to take a break and go eat or just go refresh your mind, get back to it because that time goes by fast. Like, I know sometimes time seems very slow, but it goes by fast because I was just a freshman, now I'm a junior. Like, oh my god, like it's just going by really, really fast for me. So, yeah. The fifth one is being a part of extracurricular activities, like in school and maybe outside of school. Like, I know at my school we have like National Honor Society, we have like chess club. I'm pretty sure some other stuff too, but it's fun. Like, it's an outlet from school. Like, it really sets your mind free from stuff. And I feel like also if you're not so social, which I'm very social, but if you're not very social, if you get like a part of those things, I feel like they bring you together with people and you meet new people and you just like you get to see different things, and I feel like it brings you out as a person too. So I really recommend that, and find something that you like. If you don't know what it is, like, talk to the person who's over it or talk to someone you know who's a part of it, because I feel like that could really help you. Find a study buddy. Okay, so with a study buddy, I found my study buddy my sophomore year, which was one of my friends in my math class by the name of Carrie. And we kind of, Carrie and my close friend who I talked about in the beginning of the video, we kind of like, we kind of like shared ideas with each other with all our homework and stuff. Not somebody who's just gonna copy off of you. Have somebody that will actually like sit down and explain things to you, which Carrie did in my math class, and my other friend, she helped me with my other classes, and like it was a piggyback thing. Like, we helped each other. So find that too, because it helps. Like, you don't have to have all the weight pushed on you, because if you feel like you can't have a teacher to do it, find a friend or find someone who you trust to help you, and you could be like, girl, I really don't know this. Because I will find myself sophomore year saying, I really don't know this, and I would have somebody to help me. So do that. Number 6, don't procrastinate. Oh my god, don't. Have your dates for your tests and your projects. Try to work on them earlier, because if you keep turning them in late, at my school they take away points, and then your grade will be like low. So work on that, and work on like building up dates and having an agenda. I just got an agenda my sophomore year, and I feel like it really helped me, because at times I'll be flipping through my agenda to find stuff to help me out, and I'll be like, oh my god, I have a project, I gotta work on it. So like, have an agenda, it really helps. Or have like on your phone, I know like for iPhones, you probably can do it on Androids too, but for iPhones, we have a thing where we could go to our reminders and set it. So every morning at around 8:15, still to this day during the summer, I have reminders like, drink your water, read books, do this, do that, turn this in. So that, it's really key to have something to remind you about stuff, because sometimes it's just not all in your brain. Like, when you're going through a lot, you don't think about what you have to do the next day. You really think about what's set in stone in your mind. So I feel like you should have an agenda and don't procrastinate. Number 8, breathe. Okay, breathe. My 9th grade year, I was doing a lot of breathing, okay? I was doing too much breathing because I wasn't focused, but my grades were still good. I am not a person who makes A's and B's all the time or whatever, and that's fine, because I'm fine with that. Like, you just gotta find you, and you gotta find what you like and what you can do, maybe like what you don't understand and what you do understand, and it'll all fall in line. But within all that, you need to breathe, because it can get stressful, and it can get very packed. Like, things can get very packed. So breathe, because it will all be okay. Like, it sounds very cliche, but it will be fine. You'll be fine also too. Be open with your teachers, which is my 9th tip. Okay, so 9th grade year, I had 2 teachers that I was very like open to and I really loved, which was my English 1 teacher, and then I had math foundations, and then which moved me to math 1, and I still have the same teacher for math foundations and then math 1. With my math teacher, I could really talk to her about anything, and like anything I didn't understand, she would break it down. And like when I didn't do my homework, I would tell her. She was like, I'm not mad, but like you need to work on your work or whatever. Like maybe it'll help you if you just tell me what's going on. So when she kept saying that to me, like she will always tell me what's going on. And then that's when I became like a voice for myself, and I would talk to her more. Same thing with my English teacher. Like I would talk with them. I didn't really do it with the rest of them because I felt like I was stubborn. I could get it on my own, which I did. But still, like, be open-minded. If you don't understand it, ask them, because sometimes they don't know if you don't ask. And sometimes some teachers are very like observative. So like my world history teacher, he was very observative, but he still didn't help me. I don't know if he hated me or what, but like he still didn't help me. So that was that. And my last one, which is number 10, I kind of have two that's going to tie in together. The first one is be open-minded. Okay, so I know as things get crowded and stuff, you feel like you don't really have an outlet, but be open-minded to trying new things and doing new things in high school, because it's some things that are gonna want to take you out of your comfort zone. Like, and I've really got out of my comfort zone a lot. Not all the way, but a lot. More than I've ever thought I would. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. More than I ever thought I would. And it's fun. Like, I feel like I laugh more and I smile more, and I just feel like I'm cleansed, if that makes sense. And also with that one, self-discipline. That's key. It's good to be open-minded, and it's good to have all these other things too, but you have to be set in stone with yourself and say that, okay, I have a project the next day, I need to work on that. Oh, I'm really late on this assignment, I need to turn that in before I get too many points taken off for it. Like, you just have to stay on top of yourself, and I feel like things will go fine. So for all of my freshmen who are going into high school, or for anybody else who's watching this video and y'all feel lost, I hope that I was an outlet to helping you with school and other things that you may need. Maybe these are just life tips for somebody who feels like their life is just going downhill right now, and I hope I'm just that outlet. I mean, I'm not like a life coach or whatever, but I hope that this is very inspiring to someone who's going into school, and I hope that my tips could help. So thanks. It's my channel. I am Aaliyah. I will be posting more videos, and I will be taking more advice for tips on videos and stuff like that. So I thank you. I thank you all who are subscribed, and I thank you guys who are active on my channel. And this is my freshman advice video. Bye.